Hi, my name is Romina Tucker. I'm a clinical psychologist working at Metro ISS. Now, the purpose of this video is to let you know about the Living Loud Crowd program, how you as carers can help the young people get as much out of it as possible, and to help you plan for dealing with some tricky situations, such as what to do if they don't even want to get out of bed. So firstly, the Living Loud Crowd is a recreational program designed to build social skills and networks, build confidence, self-esteem and identity, and reduce anxiety about leaving care. While on the surface it should just look like a lot of fun for the young people, psychological frameworks such as attachment and trauma theories, stages of change and developmental psychology underpin the design, structure and planned delivery of the program. We are hoping to offer one group activity every 2 weeks. We expect it may take time for the young people to warm up to attending our groups regularly. And we know that sometimes due to their anxiety and impulsiveness they may not always attend. So we have decided to proceed with each activity regardless of low numbers. Hopefully, the more they're able to come along, the less anxious they'll feel in these group situations. We're planning to distribute a newsletter each month, and we would suggest that you put it up on the fridge to increase awareness about our activities. In the newsletter, we will report on past activities, we'll give you information about future activities, as well as tell you a little bit about the winners of the Lucky Door prizes to try and increase the young people's curiosity and interest in attending activities in the future. It would be fantastic if young people themselves could contribute to the newsletter. So if one of the young people that you're working with is interested in either writing for or taking photographs on the day of activities, please let their caseworkers know. The type of activities we will offer will come from one of 5 interest groups. The first group is sport and adventure, and it may include activities like bushwalking, boxing, or going to see a sporting match. The second group is food for thought, and it includes cooking or baking together, going out for a meal, or even just ordering takeaway while watching a foodie movie. The third group is the culture and the arts, and it will involve activities like visiting a museum or a show, or doing something creative like taking a DJ class or making jewellery. The fourth group is health and beauty, and can include activities such as having hair, makeup and manicure days, or doing a yoga class. The last group is the career-minded, and it is primarily targeted at the older young people that may be interested in improving their chances of gaining employment post-care. Activities for this group may include learning about resume writing and preparing for job interviews, as well as mentoring and work experience opportunities. We are also planning to hold a barbecue once every school holidays, and we'll try to hold it in the same location so the young people become familiar and less anxious about this event. We will have a wet weather contingency plan, so the day will hopefully still go ahead, although now under cover and including alternate games and activities. Again, if in doubt on the day of the barbecue, please feel free to call the office or the group activity coordinator, whose details should be on the flyer. We have chosen a wide variety of activities in recognition that people have diverse interests, so hopefully there's something there for everybody. We are also hoping that our young people might try something new, which they may discover then that they like or that they may be good at. Giving new things a go in what over time will hopefully feel like a safe space will help young people define themselves and develop a clearer sense of identity, which, as you know, is an important part of being a teenager. As I'm sure you've noticed, our young people tend to feel anxious in social situations, forming friendships and trying something new. So in addition to transporting the young people, we ask you to stay and participate, join in and have fun. Metro ISS staff will also nominate a particular interest group so that over time, if a child is interested in a particular group, they will start to see the same faces. As carers, you will also need to bring appropriate gear to participate in activities. So sneakers might be a good option if you are doing a bushwalk or an exercise class. Also, please don't forget to bring your hats and sunscreen because we'd really like to model some good sun protection practices. You'll have the opportunity to model important skills. Perhaps kickboxing is something that you've never done either. So modelling positive thinking. For example, you might say things like, "Oh, that sounds tricky, but it's only my first time, so it's fine to make mistakes." Or, "I'm sure it will get easier the more I practice." This kind of thinking will help young people deal not only with the difficult experiences within our activities, but will also help them deal with difficult experiences in the future. You'll likely meet other carers from other agencies at these activities. It'd be great if you could introduce yourself, to a new person and show our kids how to make small talk. We have also given thought to the structure of activities and plan to follow the same routines at the start and at the end of each group activity. This routine and predictability will also help young people feel more relaxed and comfortable over time. At the start of activities, both young people and carers will be asked to sign in using the attendance form. The young person will then be given an activity passport, which aims to encourage skill development, participation and achievement. That day's activity and plan for a meal or snack will also be explained at this time. At the end of the activity, a lucky door prize will be drawn and young people will be asked to return their completed activity passports and sign out. At times, young people may also receive individual gifts. We hope these gifts will provide an added incentive to attend activities. We are hoping to incorporate a short psychoeducational or informational brief where possible to improve the young people's knowledge about various topics, ranging from information that will be important to them post-care, such as how to vote or consequences of not voting, how to complete their tax, accessing health and mental health services, how to bank, budget and save, how to rent and their rights and responsibilities as a tenant. 2. More general topics such as sun protection, ways of managing their stress, making healthy food choices, and safe sex practices. At times, this may only be a brochure we hand out, but at other times we may have a group discussion or a presenter give a talk. It would be fantastic if you could use this as an opportunity to further explore the topic with the young person back in their placement, explore their understanding of the information that was provided, and ask them what else they would be interested in finding out. Another important part of the routine will be having a meal or a snack together. Now, the type of food that will be provided will depend on the time, the location, and the nature of the activity. But in every case, we will attempt to provide a healthy food option in recognition that it's important to encourage young people to maintain a healthy diet. Now, carers will also be provided with the same food and beverage or snack option. In recognition that many of our young people feel socially isolated after leaving care, we are hoping to hold some of our activities at aftercare agencies so that our young people can feel more comfortable visiting these places in the future. For example, we are hoping to hold some cooking classes at High Street. Our High Street is a youth health service that offers healthcare such as immunisations and regular health checks. We hope to strengthen the young people's relationship with these types of agencies by inviting those agencies along to certain activities throughout the year. Another way of trying to reduce that feeling of social disconnection after leaving care will be for us to strengthen their relationship with their birth family. Certain birth family members may be selected to come and participate and help out at our barbecues as a way of trying to provide extra opportunity to strengthen those relationships. These positive shared experiences between young people and their families will promote relationship building and hopefully lead to a greater sense of connection post-care. To contribute to their life story work and build positive memories of their youth, we will endeavour to take photos at activities and give them to each young person. Prior to attending the first activity, we will need a health form for each young person. This form will cover a range of things to help us maintain the health and well-being of each child. For example, it will ask about any food allergies or special dietary requirements, whether the child has asthma or other health conditions, and any risks we need to consider in our activity risk assessments. We will have a first aid kit at each activity. Please consider if you need to bring anything else, such as EpiPens or PRN medication. A risk assessment for each activity will occur ahead of time. If you know of any specific risks that we need to consider, please pass that information on to the child's caseworker when RSVPing to events. For example, if the young person is doing a coastal walk and you know that they can't swim very well, or if there is a particular other young person within the program that they shouldn't mix with, if you could please let us know. We want to make each activity as safe, positive and pleasant for everyone as possible. To help young people remember upcoming events, we will offer to send them text message reminders the day before if they have RSVP to an event and if they have a mobile. Also, we are in the process of setting up a Facebook page for young people at Metro ISS. When this is finalised, Facebook will also be another way for us to communicate about upcoming events and news. Depending on the availability of funds, we will also try to provide the house with some marketing materials, mugs and magnets with the program logo, to help young people build a positive association with the program. We are hoping to incorporate skill building opportunities into our activities. For example, young people may be shown and given the chance to make a cappuccino using a coffee machine. This might be enough to increase their interest and willingness to complete a barista course outside the program and increase their chances of finding employment post-care. This is a new program, and as such we will be really keen to receive your feedback along the way. As I said, we are hoping to make the activities pleasant for all, so if you have any suggestions for how we can better support you before, during and after activities to help the young people get the most out of their experience, please don't hesitate to contact us, talk to the staff at the activity, or even just use the suggestions box to communicate with us. Here are just some frequently asked questions. What if my young person doesn't even want to get out of bed the day of the activity? Explore with the young person what feelings may be underlying their difficulty getting up. For example, are you feeling nervous or worried about going to the activity today? Some of the other young people might be feeling the same, worried about trying something new or meeting new people. I want you to know I'll be with you the whole time. We can always leave early if you're not enjoying it. What are you thinking? The way we talk to ourselves can influence how we feel and what we do. Say to yourself, it's okay to feel a bit scared. That doesn't have to stop me from trying it. I might even like it or discover that I'm good at it. It's okay to feel nervous and do it anyway. It may also help to remind the young person about the positive aspects of attending the activity, such as the enjoyable experience, meeting other young people who are interested in the same activity, learning something new, and the chance to win a lucky door prize. When should I not take my young person to the activity as planned? We expect some young people may have difficulties during group activities at times. Thankfully, groups will be facilitated by experienced caseworkers and psychologists and supported by several agency carer staff. So young people will be in a highly supported environment. However, if the young person is highly dysregulated and unable to keep themselves and others safe, it may be prudent to keep them at home. If in doubt, please feel free to speak to your house coordinator. What if young people want to bring their friends? Co-residents are welcome to attend our activities. However, we are unable to manage risk well when young people turn up to events that we don't know about, so we would not encourage other friends joining in. This may be something to consider in the future once the program is more established. What if my young person self-harms or attends under the influence of drugs or alcohol? Metro ISS have a first aid kit available for your use. If necessary, emergency services can also be called. What if my young person becomes aggressive or damages property? Please provide your young person with supervision and support to calm down. If possible, suggest moving to another area to calm down. Once the young person is behaving more safely, you may take the young person home if deemed appropriate by either you or requested by Metro ISS staff. What if my young person shows sexualised behaviour towards someone? If this occurs between young people, they will be separated and redirected by their carers. If additional supervision doesn't curb this behaviour, the young person may need to be taken home. What if young people leave without permission? In these situations, young people will be encouraged to stay. For example, "There's just 5 minutes left. You don't want to miss out on your chance to win the lucky door prize." Or young people may leave with the support of their carer. If the young person is clearly showing signs of being ready to leave, it is preferable they leave safely rather than have an incident. If the young person leaves, please inform the group activity coordinator or activity staff. What if my young person becomes disappointed they didn't win the lucky door prize? This is an opportunity to help the young person practice labelling their feelings. For example, you could say, "You look disappointed or sad. You seem frustrated, angry, surprised that you didn't win this time." They may need some help to think about their situation in a more positive way. For example, you could say, "You will get another chance to win next time." Or, "Wouldn't it be lovely to win every time you went into a competition?" Should young people from different agencies spend time together outside the program? It's possible that young people may form friendships with other young people attending the program. If these relationships are considered positive, it would be lovely to encourage the development of those friendships outside the program. If you notice this occurring, perhaps you and the other young person's care staff could exchange contact details and discuss with your house coordinators the appropriateness and logistics of facilitating the growing friendship of the young people. So lastly, I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And this is a new program, and as such, being able to receive your feedback along the way is going to be very important. As I said earlier, we're hoping to make each activity as enjoyable as possible for everybody. So if you have any ideas or suggestions for how we can better support you before, during or after these activities, how we can help the young people get the most out of the program, please don't hesitate to give us your ideas. Talk to us at the activities, or even just use the suggestions box to communicate with us. But again, thank you so much for your time.